think it's obvious, and it should be obvious. What you guys are doing is conflict and violence and tribal, secular, and sort of warfare. And I thought you guys were going to get better, especially after the pandemic, and you just gotten worse. But that's, I guess, just like a bottom feeder mentality to get to the top feeder mentality. And I'm not like that. I'm a very beautiful, gorgeous person. And the more people try to control me as far as helping sequencing technology and putting the information out there for other human beings to, yelp, you know, and the message in the bottle thing. See, someone like Sting, if people didn't buy his albums and tell him how great he was, he would either probably go back to being a school teacher or commit suicide, and probably commit suicide through alcohol and drunkenness because these people just have no vision and they're not brilliant, or they either end up, if they can't talk Gertie Stein in it, then they end up becoming either Hitler or dead. Okay. And people are like, that's not true. Yes, it's true. Okay. Sting has a huge ego. Okay. He's creative and lots of people listen to him and he's fucking bloody brilliant, right? And if nobody listens to him, he'll lose it. Okay. Now with me, it's not that, everybody's got to listen to me because I'm so brilliant. He does it to make money, make himself famous, and have other people stroke his ego. I've been doing this my whole life and getting abused for it by just trying to be an average person and help people not be abused with me. In Sierra Vista, when they took me there and said, "Here, you're the guy from the Bible," yeah, I've always known it. And then I've spent the last since 2009 started posting on social media, and that was June 2009. Now it's July 2021, being really abused as much as they could possibly abuse me with their science projects and what they could get away with their science projects. Okay, that's how they are. Who's they? All the people involved in this brain chemical addiction conflict, the people on the Cube, the people on Wipeout, the people on ESPN, the people on Fox News, the people on C-SPAN, the people that line up outside the building to vote for president, the people that want to run for president, the people that work really hard to make it in the NBA, FIFA, FA, line up in huge droves, 10,000 people in Kansas City to get on American Idol, the people that line up 5,000 strong in Milwaukee to get on So You Can Dance, the people that go on America's Got Talent, the people that support and promote America's Got Talent. Okay, Ringling Butters and Barnum Bailey Circus, the people that perform in the circus, the people that like performing in the circus, the people that like doing things that could possibly kill them, that thrill other people that will pay money to watch happen. And it's more exciting if they fall off the hard wire than it is if they don't. The people that show up at NASCAR. And it's more exciting when there's a spectacular crash that kills during when there's not. Okay, if they just drive around, nobody wrecks, and somebody wins the race, it was really kind of boring. Those kind of people, the people that show up at UFC fights to watch two grown men, possibly fathers, beat the living shit out of each other and have themselves literally almost incoherent by the time they're 43 years old. Those kind of people, that lady, who's them? I get lots of people, who are they? I don't know, you tell me. Okay? Are you a crazy fucking person addicted to these dopamine rushes and these bad biochemical reactions? Or are you a person that I can talk to that loves your spouse and loves your family and loves your kids enough to stand with me for faithful, kind, truthful love and not sit there and get all upset when they try to kill you because they're addicted to fighting, fucking, and killing? Okay? I don't know, you tell me if you're one of them. I'll tell if you're the guy who tells me, Arnold Schwarzenegger, to swallow the pill, and then I never did like Sharon Stone. I like the other girl better. Do you know what I'm saying? Screw you, Benny. Those kind of people. And most people don't think they're that way. I wouldn't be this crazy of a fucking psychotic, addicted to myself and my talents person if it wasn't for that other asshole on the other side of the street being one. Okay, how about forgive, debt, and trespass and love one? No, you keep saying that. It was perfect in year one. It's going to be perfect every other day since, and it's going to be perfect once it's established with robotics and technologies and cell phone and satellite and Wi-Fi technologies. That will be even more expedient, okay? But then you get people, no, we'll just go all Matrix on you, man. We'll just make sure we send the satellites tumbling into each other, man. We'll have everybody living in the Book of Eli, man, because we're addicted to it and fun, man. We'll give ourselves all the best. We'll give Bill Murray and the other fat people underground lairs to eat canned food and get eaten by giant rats, man. That's how sick they are. We'll give you the Snowpiercer, man. Whose imagination came up with that shit? What young, budding M. Night Shyamalan, Stephen King, uncomfortable, shouldn't be around kids talking about anything wacko, fucked up person to have everybody scared to death of raccoons and bears and everything. You know, it's right to be a little leery and nervous and, you know, ready for it to, if you have to deal with a bear. Okay, they're not Boo Boo and Yogi. Okay, when Boo Boo comes up and Yogi shows up, you're like, oh fuck, this could get terminal. Okay, just bears are tough. Okay, you don't want to fuck with a bear. Okay, you don't want to. My dad ran into a Kodiak. They're even. Deer are tough, okay? Bucks. You talk all this stuff, that whole goofy ass fucking Ice Cube show. I met the man twice. Yeah, Circles Records didn't have one or two words to say to me. I did to him and his cohorts. The one I talked to the most was Eric Easy Wright, and he just stood there looking at me like a deer in the fucking headlights. You know, and it was with two other black guys, and they were both like, you guys are ridiculous, man. You ain't Tracy Chapman. You ain't Pieces of a Dream. We got to get paid. We got to get laid. No, you don't. You spread, and I got mad. I said, you guys, the way you talk about black women, and when white guys that ain't got no sense like you think women are, you know, like Sharon McElroy told me, she goes, this bullshit is fucked up. Most white guys think we're red hot mamas that go all night long and want to have sex and that we're sex crazed psychotic idiots. And these fuckers like NWA and Wu-Tang Clan perpetuate, and Blackstreet did too, perpetuate those kind of stereotypes. And turn black women into sex-crazed, psychotic sex competition maniacs, as opposed to decent, intelligent women that don't want to be abused by the sex-crazed, psychotic maniacs. It's horrible. Sharon had problems with cocaine because her marriages and her life was so horrible because she was an attractive enough woman, but she wasn't attractive enough to be fucked by the Wu-Tang Clan and NWA. It was horrible. Couldn't stand it. She was really more into Oscar Peterson and James K. Lloyd because, you know, he had glasses and was nerdy but could tickle them keyboards. But then when it gets right down to it, if he can tickle those keyboards, he ain't going to be having sex with Sharon McElroy. He's going to be having sex with Dorothy Dandridge or Billie Holiday. And then as soon as Leon shows up, he's going to be going drinking his troubles away and settle for a fuck with Sharon. But as soon as Shug shows back up, you is ugly, Seeley. You know, it's fucking horrible. And it's not a black-white thing. It's just an asshole thing. It's about wanting things that you really haven't worked to have because through biological conditioning, you've made yourself an ugly little frog with an ugly little lizard with a snake between your legs, as opposed to a human being that can care and love and look at a woman with beauty because that's your mother of your children that are kind and caring just like their parents.